What's up, everybody? This is Alex with WMD back at you again, and this time we're going to be talking about our new module, Axxent. So Axxent is like Volterra in the fact that it is an expander for the METRON trigger and gate sequencer. It hooks up in the back via a ribbon cable, and then it gives you 16 additional gate outputs to be used for accents, on drum modules, things like that, envelopes, as well as slews and anything else you might need a gate output for. Axxent's outputs are all tied to the METRON tracks, which makes it really intuitive to use and just really fast to get going. To set up Axxent, it's much like our Volterra. Please reference the Volterra setup video if you need any help setting that up. All right, so let's just dive into it. First things first, I'm just gonna plug a track into our crater here. And I'm gonna clear out the variation I was working on previously. And we'll just listen to it. We'll do a 4 on the floor pattern here. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to take Axxent output number 1, because that's the track from METRON we're using, and I'm going to plug that into the Axxent input. To enter an Axxent on steps, all you got to do is hold the select button on Axxent and then press the steps you want to enter. So now you can hear we have an accented kick drum on beats 1 and 2, steps 1 and 9. And you can also see on the crater's LEDs we're getting all the way to the top of the LED bar, meaning that we are hitting those accents. You can hit accents on steps that don't have any step information. So if that's something you need to do, just know you can do it. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is we're just going to add in our chimera here. So I'm going to go track number 2, and I'm going to go track 2 out of Axxent. I'm going to run that into the chimera. And then we'll just make sure we can hear it. So we'll plug it into the mixer here. I'm going to go 16th notes on the chimera. And now you can hear that that accent on chimera's shuffle pattern is a little bit weird. So we're just going to add in our own accents just by, again, holding select and then putting in the steps that we want the accents to be on. There we go. Let's change that up a little bit and make it a little bit more funky. There we go. All right, so you can see that when you hold the select button, the display changes on METRON, letting you know exactly where you have accents. It's the exact same paradigm as when you're going to use gate, burst, or random. So you can see here, if I put a 50% gate on these steps, you can now see that the LEDs are breathing. It's the exact same paradigm when you're using Axxent. So you can see we have breathing LEDs here, and then non-breathing LEDs here, letting you know there's no accent present on those. So again, all of Axxent's outputs are tied to METRON tracks. So this means that any function you perform on METRON is going to happen to the Axxent as well. So let's just listen to this again, and let's bring this out and make a 4-bar pattern out of it. So I'm just going to hit duplicate, hold duplicate and hit pattern length. That copied everything out to 4 pages, and you can see that that also moved our accent information out. So let's take this back to 1 page again. And let's just say I want to clear a track. So I'm just going to clear this track. You can now see that we have no accents there. So now I'm going to make a new chimera pattern. And I'm going to add some accents here, just to make sure all my upbeats are accented and anything else that I want to just make a little bit more of a funky rhythm with. So now we're going to nudge this pattern around. So we hold nudge and we just hit the step 1 on the track we want to nudge. And we can see that our accent information was also nudged. All right, so here are some cool things that you might not even know about already. So I'm just going to clear this track out, and I'm going to bring out my accent track again. We're just going to make 16th notes happen here. And let's just add a clap from Fracture just for fun, just for the fun of it. Need a longer cable here. There we go. If you'd like to make every step on a track an accent, all you got to do is hold the button and hit the track, and that will make everything an accent. You want to turn all accents off, just hit it again. So that's a way to clear all of your accents off of a track, is just hold the select and hit it twice. So we can go through here, we can make a couple accents. Let's say I just hate it. I want to clear all that off. I just hit that, turn them all on, turn them all off. That clears all my accents. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do record from. So we're just gonna go into B, and we're gonna make B its own pattern here. And we're not gonna put any accents on any of the tracks here, right? So now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna hit record. We're gonna hold fill effects, and we're just gonna tap A for a couple beats here. So we recorded information from A into our pattern. Now we'll go look at our accent tracks, and we can see that it also recorded our accents in. So this is a super useful thing, and just a fun way to get some patterns, to just mix up your patterns in between the two. So that's record from. The next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do a paste from A, but we're only gonna paste one track. So let's take this hi-hat track and paste it from A. So how we do that is we make sure that we're editing B, and we're just gonna hit duplicate and hit A, and then we're just gonna hit the track that we want. So now we just took the chimera track from A and pasted it on B. Go in and look, you can see that our accents are all now there. So Axxent is a super intuitive module. It's really easy to use, and it just helps you get more out of your METRON. So if you're burning tracks on things that you don't need a full-fledged METRON track, you don't need bursts, you don't need random, you don't need things like that, then you can take those tracks and use Axxent instead, and now you're gonna get lots more out of your METRON. All right, so that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, please like and subscribe. Axxent is available now for $199 via our website, wmdevices.com. So please check it out, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.